Some people have to understand that power is not necessarily taken in some cases. Sometimes it's given. You see a high-profile person and you think because they've got all the material possessions and all the connections that they're good, so you go ahead and throw all of your interest and all your backing in that person, and you find out later on that they have severe mental problems, they're psychopaths, child abusers, and everything else. They need to take accountability for what they're doing, but they probably can't do it because they're not in the mind state, so they have to be in the custody of a prison or a mental institution. And I'll speak a little bit later on about mental institutions because I believe that we need to open up some more of them. But anyway, I'll talk about that later. Then you turn around, you put these people in these positions of power, and then you complain when they don't do what you want them to do. Whose fault is that? They wouldn't be there if it wasn't for you. The bottom line is we have to be responsible for our own lives. Regardless of who's in power or who's not, we can't be a whole bunch of sheep looking to them to take care of every single basic need. Our basic needs are our responsibility. And I'll speak a little bit later in another audio about the Maslowian theory of needs. There is a hierarchy. There's certain needs that you have to meet. It's four different levels. I believe it's 4 different levels. And in order for you to get to the next level, you have to achieve all the things on the first level. So I'll go into detail about that because that's part of the reason why people are having mess in their lives is because they got the priorities all mixed up. Doing things that are against natural order. We all have struggles in life, I understand that. But if you know this person is no good, you can't let a pretty package fool you. And you might have think it was innocent enough that you made that one mistake, but let me tell you something. Investing in that person and that one mistake can ruin your entire life. And 9 times out of 10, before you made that decision to get involved with them, you probably already knew. You probably had a little voice tell you, hold off on that. Don't do that. And it could have been for a split second, and you only got that one notification, but you chose to ignore it. Sometimes we overthink and overanalyze things. We have to be careful who we have around us. This pertains to coworkers, family, friends, school chums, people that you've known for ages. If you have a mission and a purpose in your life, and it is to serve your community and your society better, the first thing you have to do is take an inventory of who you are associated with. I know this may sound a little bit stuck up, but I'm sorry, the truth is the truth. You can call it what you want. And a lot of people who go around saying they're stuck up, they're probably just saying that because they're afraid to even do it. They know they're supposed to do it, but they're afraid to do it. So they rather lash out at you for telling the truth. But that's okay, I can take it. But I'm just saying, don't sit here and put these people in positions of leadership, being a job manager or a politician or head nurse or in any position, and you don't even know if they're really qualified to even take the position. You're just going based on how they look, how they present themselves, and who they're connected with. People think that who you're connected with is a recipe for success. I beg to differ. That's not all. Because even if you are connected, you might be connected with the wrong people. You'll be successful for a little while, but it's not going to last long if those intentions are bad. If that whole thing is built on a negative foundation. So just be careful who you associate with. It's very, very important. You know, when you were little, I'm sure that your parents didn't let you run in and out the house and bring all kind of people to your house. How many times did Big Mama or Auntie tell you, don't bring that person over here? I don't like so-and-so. I know that people. Not saying that person is bad, but if that person is in an environment and they have exhibited the behaviors reflective of that environment and it doesn't agree with you, why would you let them in your house? I hear people complain about the political leaders. They want XYZ, and then when they get XYZ, when they don't step up the way they wanted them to step up, all of a sudden they don't like them anymore. Come on now, don't be so wishy-washy. You put them there. Don't put your basic existence and all of your faith into a person that's really not responsible for your life. Only in a limited basis. And once you decide that, you'll be okay. It wouldn't matter who's in power. It wouldn't matter who's the manager at your job. It doesn't matter who is the landlord. It doesn't matter, because you already have an idea of how you're going to live your life and what direction it's going to go into and who's really in charge. They can do what they want. You keep it moving. You got to start some strength, and you got to be an example to those that are coming behind you. Stop being so naive. It's dangerous. Just saying.